Hello, my friends, and welcome to another devotional connection. I look at a lot of devotions during the week, and one of them kind of resonated with me. I want to go through it with you today. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, for your welfare, and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." And in case you learned it in the NIV says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope in the future." I try not to pull Bible verses out of context. What does this verse mean for someone going through the worst pain or abuse? How could we even share or pray this verse for a person living out life in prison? If these examples seem too extreme, try this. Does God really intend for us to apply this verse to our everyday lives? I believe that He does. And I've discovered three ways which we can live like we have a future and a hope, which is what God intends. One of them is this: live fully no matter your circumstances. No sooner had the Israelites been carried off into exile in Babylon than God prompted Jeremiah to send them a letter to encourage and instruct them. This is what we read in the 29th chapter of Jeremiah. A letter sent to people held captive, not living where or how they wanted. Can you relate to any part of that? Surprisingly, God didn't first chastise them, and He also didn't immediately rescue them. Instead, He encouraged them to put down roots and live fully despite their circumstances. Thus says the Lord of hosts in verse 4, "The God of Israel, to all the exiles whom I have sent into exile from Jerusalem to Babylon, build houses and live in them, plant gardens and eat their produce, take wives and have sons and daughters, take wives for your sons, and give your daughters in marriage, that they may bear sons and daughters. Multiply there, and do not decrease." Jeremiah 29, verses 4 through 6. We can apply this strong encouragement from God to our lives. When we're going through tough times, it is tempting to hang our heads and throw in the towel. But God says, don't give up. Thrive, build, plant, multiply. Apply that to your life today. Let's start there. I'll talk to you again about this next week.